I ain't heard no little
Just get up.
Nah, it ain't time to get up yet.
Get no sleep.
I work more when
I
I'm
get
up.
up early in the morning.
Baby, come on. Let me slip another 10 minutes. I got you.
Baby, come on.
Rise and shine, damn time to fly. I ain't with the big yet.
Hi, my name is Nose, and our featured artist of the month is YellaP. And YellaP, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I can. I'm YellaP, also known as Damian Kareem, and I'm a musician, a soul artist. I do soul music, funk music, blues music, just all the beautiful music out of my ancestors, out of the black people. I like blues, jazz, just music, good music. Some people might call it folk music, where I tell real stories that happen to me or family or friends, and I kind of make it relevant in today's time. I play guitar, harmonica, saxophone, piano, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but I just play a lot of instruments and just whatever I need to get the soul out. I can draw badly, I do good poetry, it could be hip hop, but whatever it is, I just try to express myself in an artistic way.
That's awesome. So how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music 17 years, roughly. Professionally or semi-professionally, maybe for the last 6-7 years in different venues. I play every Friday at Memphis Sounds. I play at church, so from Friday night to Sunday morning, I'm doing something.
Now, where are you from originally?
Originally, I am from Jackson, Tennessee, but I was born there, but I was raised in Memphis. I've been here since I was 4 years old. So I consider myself a Memphian, but I have roots in Jackson, Tennessee. Shout out to Madison County, from the Fraser area, North Memphis. And my love for music kind of stemmed from the Memphis music scene and soul music, and just a rich history. And I kind of got into soul blues through really marching band and through listening to my mom and pops and their records and just trying to imitate some of what I was seeing and hearing around the city.
So, do you have any influences?
Yeah, my first and greatest influence, I think, is Stevie Wonder. Him playing the harmonica and being a soul artist really influenced me. But the influence, it goes in so many different directions. I've been compared to Little Walter, Howlin' Wolf, B.B. King, Sly Stone, Tony, Raphael Sadiq. There's so many different artists. It's sometimes hard for me to really just say, but I can tell you, like, one of the things that inspired me early on, growing up listening to Sesame Street and how they would, I always start off with a harmonica.
I never paid attention to it.
That was a harmonica that really got in my ear. And this part of my story on how I started off playing the harmonica. Just hearing that as a young child, later on in life, I eventually saved up my lunch money for a month and bought my first harmonica. So that was a big moment for me, just always hearing that and hearing Stevie Wonder. When moms make us do Saturday morning cleanup, I always open up all the windows, turn on some music, and often she would turn on Stevie Wonder. Just hearing that is one of my biggest influences and inspirations.
That's awesome.
So what's in the suitcase right there?
Well, I would call it a harp case. And it's my harps, or you may know them as harmonica, but down here in the Delta, we call it the Mississippi saxophone or a blues harp. And I have so many because the diatonic harmonica is only played in one key. So to play in every key, I have to have a harmonica for each key. And I am a professional, so I'm ready for any occasion.
Can you give us some examples of your music? Do you mind sharing it with us?
I don't mind sharing. I'm a soul man, and first and foremost, I'm a blues man. When I learned the blues, I had the blues. My first girlfriend cheated on me, but she gave me a skill. blues for real, y'all.
What message or music are you trying to bring to your audience?
Really what I'm trying to, I don't want to say bring back, but just bring out is what I consider the real Memphis music and just real soul. I consider myself a part of, an authentic part of 3 different types of Memphis music where when I first started performing, I was performing on Bill Street with guys from the Mississippi Delta, so I authentically can do blues, but I'm also a child of the hip-hop generation, so I authentically do hip-hop and I infuse it with blues and funk and just real soul. So there's always a message in my music, good, bad, or ugly. There's always some type of truth to the music, whether it's my story, could be your story, could be something I've seen. I like to watch people and kind of people watch. So it's always something that's real in the music, and I just want to bring that back. So many times, people just talking about a life they haven't lived, or just utter chaos and craziness. So I think for my style of music, just real soul and funk, just bringing something back to it that's real and people can really identify with, like the average working Joe, not selling drugs, and I'm not out in the streets fighting. I mean, I do got some rah-rah in me, but I'm just saying.
Or blinged up.
I'm just blinged up. Not yet. I mean, I will bling, but that's not my everyday life. That's not what's really going on with most of the people I see. It's real struggle. Just waking up and going to work is a struggle. Just talking about real things and kind of making them exciting. And I know I spoke a little earlier about my idols. My next idol would be Marvin Gaye, and I just love how, especially on his Hear My Dear album, he was able to take his real life and just make it so funny. It was like, his journal entry or something before blogging. He was just blogging with the music. So I kind of want to bring that to my music. I don't limit myself in style, just as long as it got some soul in it. So that's kind of what I want to bring to my audience.
Tell us about you. Really? You're an ass.
Yeah, I am. I'm good.
Okay. Tell us about your greatest accomplishment.
My greatest accomplishment, I haven't done it yet, but I have done some great things in the past. I'm very proud I linked up with a spoken word artist out of Chicago, Jay Abbey. I was on his last project, and it was a blessing in disguise. Just meeting him through a roundabout way, through working at Hattie Lou Theater and going down to the House of Blues and just doing a lot of great things. I produced the music to the Wiz at the at Hattie Theater,
Oh, that's awesome.
and just so much. I've been on the History Channel. I've been on MTV before.
Wait a minute, what did you do on the History Channel?
The History Channel. Well, they had some history. My home church, Gospel Temple, we had people who were prominent during the Civil Rights era. Taylor Rogers, who was the president of the Sanitation Workers Union in the 60s when Martin Luther King came down. He was actually a member of my church, and they came down and filmed. And of course, I was playing a blues harp at the church, and I actually got featured as a part of his interview and a part of the story they were doing on Taylor Rogers and that whole movement at the time. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of just playing on Beale Street and being accepted. When I first went down to Beale Street, you know, I'm young, I'm like, I don't know if the old guys gonna really want to hear what I got to do and what I got to say, and like how I play, because I'm self-taught. And when I got down there, it's like, where you been? This is what we're missing, and I feel like I'm one of the last of the real. I'm the youngest with the most experience doing it, the way I play and the way I do it, with an authentic blues sound, but mixing it in with hip hop and other contemporary sounds. I've been on the soundtrack with Kurt Whalum, and that was a great meeting, just speaking with him and just, you know, being appreciated as an artist. A lot of times we don't get any love or appreciation, or, you know, how we feel, we get in our feelings, whatever. So,
like everybody do say.
so, you know, just being able to work with artists of that caliber, and you know, I'm just me, not really just a big name or anything, but just being recognized by, you know, guys that have been around the world and played with superstars, and, you know, just to be picked and say, hey, I want to work with you, and actually, you know, being on the project and having it released, those are some big things, but I think I still have a lot ahead of me.
What artist or artists do you identify with the most?
I told you to give me these questions beforehand. You can't ask anything about my mother or my children. You can't. I'll say, what? What's the question?
Really? I might have put that in. I did tell you that.
I'm just kidding.
I know. Wait, I gotta ask it. Unless you want all that in there.
I don't even care. Leave it in. This is real. No edits, no cuts. I forgot the question.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it in there. Okay, what artist or artists do you identify with the most?
Artists I identify with the most.
That you identify, not how other people.
Not how other people perceive me and trying to put me in their boxes, but how I identify.
Right.
I have to say the Roots, organic hip hop group, Talib Kweli, Kanye West, college dropout Kanye West.
I was about to say.
Doing not so much, but
I don't know who this guy is.
college dropout Kanye. There's a lot of hip hop artists actually. Nas. It's a good question.
I've never viewed yourself that way. Seems like your music, from what I'm hearing, is very fluid. So it's like it really can't.
It just
be in one
transitions.
category.
I can't categorize my sound really. But Rick James.
Really?
I was born to funk. You know, all the funky cats, George Clinton, Parliament. I really identify with them. James Brown, Jimi Hendrix, just a lot of free spirits. Martin Luther. I just like the free spirits in music who kind of just go with the whim and just come on out with it. Even like Master P and his whole No Limit movement, and just what he did as far as being an independent artist. I respect that on the business level. So in different ways, a lot of different artists, but those I mentioned are the main ones that just jump
What
right
would be
out.
your dream project?
My dream project. I don't know. But I would love to meet Pharrell, maybe do something with Pharrell, Kanye, meet with some dream producers, YellaP, get BB King in there, and just mix it all up, man. Bring Jimi Hendrix back like they did Tupac, and just make some organic music with some real musicians and people who I think really are students of the music. Like again with Questlove, who recently a couple years back did an album with Al Green, and the detail I heard he put into finding the same microphones from the 60s and 70s, finding the same instruments, like people who really study the music and have the means to really go after that sound they're looking for. And I feel like I'm on that journey looking for a certain sound and I haven't found it yet. So I want to just surround myself with other people who really get detail oriented and just do what they do. So my dream project would just be really a meeting of minds and just really getting together, kind of like me with D'Angelo and Erykah Badu. I know they had the Soul Phonics, Soul Tronics, the Soul Aquarians, I think was the name of their collective of artists, and just putting out music like Water for Chocolate was common. They did D'Angelo's album at the time, and Mama's Gun with Erykah Badu, and just being surrounded in a community of artists and just letting the music breathe and grow organically, I think would be a dream for me, to just have that community, a sense of community of like-minded artists. So that will definitely be a dream of mine, having a community and just see what we can come up with.
Do you have any CDs out or available for purchase?
At this time, no. I'm actually working on several different projects, but I'm a perfectionist, so unfortunately nothing has been released yet. But I'm pushing for within the next 6 months to have something out. I do have a SoundCloud, YellaP, with some stuff on there that's kind of in the demo stages and things I'm working on. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, YellaP, and my website coming soon, inspiredtoplay.com, because I feel my biggest talent, a lot of people think is music, but I think it's actually inspiring other people to want to do music. So I get that a lot, just people inspired to play. So that's where I'll be dropping lessons on how to play harmonica, guitar, and with other tidbits on being an independent artist. So look for that, just to inspire to play. Facebook, YellaP, YellaP. So I'm the only one on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. You can look for me, YellaP or Damian Pearson, whichever works. Google. I'm proud of that accomplishment, I can say that. Things actually pop up.
Things pop up.
Sound pop up.
So you're on YouTube also? Do your performances on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. And YouTube is funny because a lot of stuff on YouTube I didn't post, so people are actually starting to post stuff. It might not, some of it's under my name, YellaP or Damian Pearson. Some stuff I just type in harmonica player Memphis and I'll pop up, so that's kind of cool. So it's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Starting to vibe a little. Shout out to all my grinders.
We'd like to thank our special guest, YellaP, for coming by.
Yella!
And tune in.
North Memphis, Orange Smile 357. To all my brothers and my sisters, we giving it our all. Let's make it happen, y'all.